And he said, "Blessed be Yahweh Elohim, of my master arms, who has not forsaken his loving commitment and his truth toward my master. As for me being on the way, Yahweh led me to the house of my master's brothers." Then the young woman ran and informed those of her mother's house these matters. And she had a brother whose name was Satz, and she ran out to the man to the fountain. And it came to be, when he saw the nose ring and the bracelets on his sister's wrist, and when he heard the words of his sister all saying thus, the man spoke to me, that he went to the man and saw him standing by the camels at the fountain. And he said, "Come in, O blessed of Yehovah. Why do you stand outside? I myself have prepared the house and a place for the camels." So the man came into the house while he unloaded the camels, and provided straw and fodder for the camels, and water to wash his feet and the feet of the men who were with him, and set food before him to eat. But he said, "Let me not eat until I have spoken my word." And he said, "Speak on." And he said, "I am an sons and servant, and Yehovah has blessed my master exceedingly, and he has become great. And he has given him flocks and herds and silver and gold and male and female servants and camels and donkeys. And Sarah, my master's wife, bore a son to my master when she was old, and he has given to him all that he has. And my master made me swear, saying, Do not take a wife for my son from the daughters of the Canaanites in whose land I dwell, but go to my father's house and to my relatives, and take a wife for my son." And I said to my master, "What if the woman does not follow me?" But he said to me, "Yahweh, before whom I walk, sends his messenger with you, and shall prosper your way, and you shall take a wife for my son from my relatives and from my father's house. Then when you go to my relatives, you are to be released from this oath. And if they do not give her to you, then you are released from my oath." And this day I came to the fountain and said, "Yahweh Elohim of my master, I plead, if you are prospering the way in which I am going. See, I am standing by the fountain of water, and when the young woman comes out to draw water, and I say to her, Please, give me a little water from your jar to drink. And she says to me, Drink, and let me draw for your camels too. Let her be the woman whom Yahweh has appointed for my master's son." I had not yet ended speaking in my heart, then Sia was coming out with her jar on her shoulder, and she went down to the fountain and drew water, and I said to her, "Please let me drink." And she hurried and let her jar down from her shoulder and said, "Drink, and let me water your camels too." So I drank. And and she watered the camels too. And I asked her and said, whose daughter are you? And she said, the daughter of Bethuel, Nahor's son, whom Milcah bore to him. Then I put the nose ring on her nose and the bracelets on her wrist.